day and good evening, and welcome to another episode of My Story. I'm your host, Janella Carrera. Tonight, we welcome back some known faces in the fight against cancer, representatives from Guam Cancer Care. October is just around the corner, and it's a huge month for breast cancer, as it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So when we come back, we'll hear more about the events coming up and why these events are so important to have in our community. You'll want to stick around. Besides being informative on how to prevent cancer, there's also some talk about a free flight to Asia. Hafa and welcome to another episode of My Story. I'm your host, Janella Carrera, and joining us for this segment, or this whole episode, is Guam Cancer Care. We're going to start off with Nona Perez, who is with Guam Cancer Care. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes.
It's always nice to have you guys here join us on our show, and all the wonderful work you guys do within the community. So October is a very important month for you guys.
Very important. October, as you all know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Guam Cancer Care is active at this time. What I'm here to talk about is the Get Your Pink On campaign, where I work with 5 local clinics, and these clinics go and have mammogram services for women 40 and over to get screened.
Okay. Now, this is a very interesting kind of mammogram screening. I mean, it's necessary, obviously, right?
Yes.
But you have something else in the mix in here that provides some kind of incentive for women to go and get screened. I understand that maybe not everyone has the motivation to do so,
right?
But this might help aid in that motivation to get women out there to get their screening done. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that incentive is for women?
Okay, so the campaign begins on October 1st and will end by December 15th. Okay. So what happens is that we encourage all women. The baseline starts at 40 years old, and it's every year after that. Yeah. So we encourage women to visit their local provider, and if you haven't done so, get your mammogram scheduled. And once you complete your mammogram, you'll be able to get a nice gift bag from Guam Cancer Care and also a raffle ticket from United Airlines. And this raffle ticket is one winner to round-trip ticket, Asia or Micronesia. And we draw this ticket on December 15th. And we'll also announce it on our social media. Okay. And we'll do some updates throughout the month on how the campaign is going, and we wish everybody good luck, to take advantage of this time.
Is this the first year that you guys are doing this sort of campaign?
No, it's not. This is an actual annual campaign that we do, and we encourage for all women to take advantage of this campaign and visit their provider and get their mammogram done.
Can you tell us about the partners that you have involved in this? Obviously, you already mentioned United Airlines is going to provide that prize, that round-trip ticket, but also some of the local healthcare providers who are partnering with Guam Cancer Care for this very important event.
Right. So the 5 local providers that continuously support our program and this campaign is FHP Clinic. We also have GRC, GRMC, MDX Imaging, and the Seventh-day Adventist Clinic.
Okay, so essentially any woman age 40 or over who want, obviously we're trying to encourage them, right, to get their mammogram done. They can contact their private physician or their own personal physician to possibly refer them to any one of these 5 clinics for a mammogram,
right? And
then schedule that mammogram. How would they be able to ensure that their names, or that they're part of, like the clinics are aware that they're part of part of this campaign, basically? Do the clinics just kind of say, you know, thank you for getting your mammogram, we have this great campaign going on?
Right. The mammotechs are all aware of the campaign that's taking place. So once the individual has taken their mammogram, they are given at the end of their scheduled appointment the raffle ticket and also the gift bag. Now, this starts at October 1st. However, if you did receive your mammogram earlier on the year, you can call back your provider and see if you can, well, you can still register for the raffle ticket and the prize.
Oh, yes. That's very nice.
So, of course, there are some women like myself. I had my mammogram done in March.
I see.
So, women, if you've already done your mammogram, please call your provider and see if you can go ahead and register to win.
Don't feel left out.
Don't feel left out, of course not.
Right, okay. You know, the incentive, there's great incentives, right, to get your mammogram done. There's a round trip ticket, you get, you know, some products from Guam Cancer Care, but really the real incentive here is more than just, you know, an airline ticket or you know.
Exactly.
What can you say about what really is the importance of getting your mammogram
Early
done?
detection. So earlier detected, the chances of survival are greater.
And we've had several women on our show who've been diagnosed with breast cancer. And you know, they've also promoted and tried to encourage the fact that, you know, prevention, early screening really does, early detection really does save lives.
Yes, it does.
For someone who's, you know, a part of an organization that works directly with patients who are afflicted with cancer, this is something that, you know, you have firsthand experience with, you know, dealing with patients and learning about their stories. You know, I can't emphasize enough how important this is for women. You know, some women just kind of throw it in the back of their minds, like, oh yeah, you know, I'll do it at a later time. I'm fine, I'm still young. But just to emphasize why it's so important to get this done. Right,
it's really important to get your annual screening, and then for women 21 and over, starts with their pap smear. Right, and then depending on your family history, you can actually have a mammogram as early as 35, but the baseline is 40 and every year after that. So early detection is very important to both men and women.
Yeah, you know, there were a couple of guests that we've had on our show who've had breast cancer, who did not detect through a mammogram, who, you know, found out about it because they felt a lump or, you know, whatever it was. So just coming from a host of a show, I can't emphasize enough how important this is. And the fact that you guys are throwing in a couple of other incentives, I mean, I think that's, just do it.
Yes, yes. You don't have to wait till October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get it done once a year.
Okay, all right. Well, Nona, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And we hope that, you know, this message is spread throughout the island and more women take advantage of this so we can save more lives.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, we'll be right back. Coming up in our next segment, we'll speak with more representatives from Guam Cancer Care about other events they're having starting October. Hafide, and welcome back to My Story. Again, I'm your host, Janella Carrera, and joining us for this segment of our program is Rhythm Blas with Guam Cancer Care. Thank you, Rhythm, for joining us again on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So you're going to be talking about a different event also happening in October as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Can you start off by telling us what this event is and what it's all about?
So on October 1st, we have our annual Get Your Pink On Wave, and it's to wave in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have a lot of community members, student organizations, clinics, groups, associations that will all come out to participate in this event.
So this is on October 1st?
Yes.
Right, at 3:30 p.m. Well, that's the show time.
Yes, so the show time is at 3:30 p.m. We have everyone start coming down, and then the wave is from 4 to 6. And this year we're going to do it a little differently by having a appreciation dinner with live music afterwards till 8 p.m.
Okay, so you show up around 3:30, meet with a bunch of people who are going to wave, as well as other community partners who are going to be involved. Do the wave between 4 to 6 p.m. And then from, you said 6 to 8 p.m. an appreciation dinner.
Yes.
Where's that going to be held at?
This is all going to be held at the ITC intersection in Tamaning, the Tamaning Peace Park.
Oh, right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Near the wave.
I'm
It's the
assuming
same.
that that's where that part of the intersection is where the wave is going to be held.
Yes, so everything's all going to happen there at that location.
Are we going to be seeing any other, like, you said live music, so do you already know who the lineup is going to be for the entertainment?
We have a local band that's coming to just dedicate their time to help spread awareness with breast cancer.
Okay, and this is an annual event.
Yes.
In previous waves that you guys have done, how, what was it like being there? Tell us about the energy and what you guys kind of do and all of that.
Well, from last year, what I've noticed is that every year there's a lot of participants that come out. It's over 500 people. I know one year they've reached about 1,000 participants that come. And it's really energetic, it's fun, just to see everybody kind of come together as one community, one island, to really promote breast cancer awareness. I know cancer is very high on our island as far as death, but when you come together as one community to try to promote cancer awareness, to promote early detection, to wave, it really brings meaning to our island.
Yeah, so you said like almost 1,000 or about 1,000 participated one
Yes.
year. That's amazing.
Yes.
I hope we can get that much or even more out this year.
Yes, and we're working with our Join the Fight Pledge partners, which we have our Join the Fight campaign, and we have companies and groups to sign our Join the Fight Pledge. So this year we have been working collaboratively with them specifically to promote this wave and to promote this our breast cancer campaign.
I'm sure our company is going to be out there.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to try my best to be out there for sure. And so it's called Get Your Pink On,
Yes.
right? That's what the name of the wave is. Any particular color or theme that we should try to come out, with?
Definitely pink, as that's the breast cancer awareness ribbon color. But also too, the message Get Your Pink On can mean differently for certain people.
Sure.
I know some people get their pink on to wave for their grandparent. Some people get their pink on to wave for their mother, themselves. So it's just, the message is really, how do you get your pink on? Me specifically, I get my pink on because I am a woman and I eventually will get my mammograms done, but also too, I've had family members that had breast cancer.
I see. Now, you mentioned some community partners. Any specific community partners that maybe we can expect, or maybe even any island dignitaries maybe that you guys have reached out to participate?
We've reached out to, including our pledge partners are the senators.
Okay.
They all have signed our pledge. And we have a lot of groups, such as our big groups are like Bank of Guam, Triple J, Cars Plus, they also will be there. IP&E is a very big support. And then we have our student organizations from the GDOE schools, from our programs that we've collaborated. So there's a lot of people that will be, and groups that will be joining us.
What do you think the message this sends out to our community, especially when people are driving by this very busy intersection at a very busy hour, and they see a bunch of people possibly wearing pink, waving, and I'm assuming with signs as well?
Yes.
What do you think that message is, and what is the message that you guys are trying to send out to the community?
The main core message that we're trying to send out is that we want all the women on our island to be proactive in their health and get their mammograms done and completed.
Anything else you can share with us besides, the Get Your Pink On, in terms of Guam Cancer Care's involvement,
Yes.
Especially in this campaign and many of the campaigns that you guys have been doing throughout the year?
Stay tuned on our Facebook because we have been promoting our Get Your Pink On Dry Fit t-shirts as well as the cotton.
Okay.
And the incentive to that is that you not only wear the shirt to participate in the wave because it is a Get Your Pink On shirt, but also we will be having throughout the month with our collaborative partners that they would be able to receive a certain percentage or a free item at certain food and beverage industries.
Oh, okay. So you guys are putting together or having dry fit shirts made?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if I wanted to get one, where can I go to get one?
You can go to our Facebook page. We have pinned the order forms to our Facebook page that you just need to fill out and just email it to us or fax it to us.
Is there a cost to it?
Yes, so it's $15 donation for the dry fit t-shirts and $9 donation for the cotton.
Okay, I see. So it's more of a donation.
Yes.
Because it goes back to the nonprofit.
Exactly.
And obviously goes back to care for the patients
Our programs and our outreach,
that you
yes,
help.
and our patients.
Right, okay, all right. Well, that's very cool. So, I mean, you can either wear your own pink shirt.
Exactly,
Or
yes.
you can get one of the pink shirts that you guys are
Yes,
offering.
and we just have it available for those who would like to just buy a shirt or just wear a shirt.
Right, I mean, you don't
but of course, you can just wear your own shirt.
Right, but it's also going to be available throughout the rest of the year, I'm assuming, or at
yes,
any time?
yes.
So, I mean, even if I don't go to the wave, I can purchase one just to show support, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, you can.
perfect. All right, so the Facebook page, and that's Guam Cancer Care.
Yes,
on Facebook.
Guam Cancer
Okay,
Care.
so make sure you guys check that out. Dry fit, I'm definitely going to get one. I've always wanted a dry fit shirt that's pink. All right, well, thank you again, Rhythm, for joining us in this
you.
segment and helping to promote your breast cancer awareness wave. And we wish Guam Cancer Care and our entire community the best of luck. We hope many, many people show up to this. It's very
Yes.
important, so thanks again.
Get your pink on.
Yes, get your pink on. All right, well, we'll be right back. We have one more guest showing up on our show, and we'll talk about yet another event coming up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hafaday, and welcome back again. And I'm your host, Janella Carrera for My Story. And joining us on this segment of our program is Karina Quito with Guam Cancer Care. Karina, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. So you're here to talk about yet another event for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. This time it's a 5K run walk. Can you tell us about this event, when, where, and all the good stuff about it?
So it's the 17th annual Strides for
Wow.
the Cure 2K 5K run. It actually started by Donna and Jude Baker 17 years ago.
Yes.
And it was their part of their healing journey from their cancer battle. And the reason why she created the 5K was to raise awareness about breast cancer. So it's the first Saturday every October.
I see.
That she hosts this run. And so from there, the proceeds from the run go towards a prevention campaign, and a cancer education campaign that we implement in the elementary schools.
I see. So this one is on October 6th.
Yes.
And go time is at 6 a.m., right?
Yes, show time 5:15, go time 6 a.m. for the 5K, 6:10 for the 2K, and we'll be at the Chamorro Village Festival Huts this year in Agana.
Okay. Interestingly enough, I actually interviewed Donna and Jude Baker many years ago, when I first started out as a journalist, and I found her story to be really amazing.
Yes.
Because you're right, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then I understand she was trying, they were trying to have a baby. But because of the diagnosis, they were unable to, so they found a surrogate to carry their child. And then miraculously, maybe just a few months after they found the surrogate, Donna became pregnant.
Yes.
So I mean, it's just it's a beautiful story. And so the fact that this was started by a beautiful couple, and with a miracle happening in their life, I think that speaks so much volume about the importance of this event.
And this is why it's really important for her to share her story,
Right.
Because everybody goes through their cancer battles, and it's of course a very difficult time for the family. But they wanted to take it a step further and let the community know that it's important to be proactive and get your mammograms done, and get those cancer screenings done. And it kind of took it a step further by even creating the Kids for the Cure program.
Yeah, and I remember when I interviewed Donna and Jude, one of the things that they talked about was the importance of health and wellness, and how every single day, they go out and they exercise, they eat healthy, and they're just, it's just amazing, what they've accomplished through Strides for the Cure. And Donna is just such an amazing, person to represent this cause, someone who's been through it, who knows what it's like.
Well, something that was really interesting when they created the Kids for the Cure program, we work with the St. Jude's Children's Hospital in implementing this cancer education program. But, and it's implemented all over the world, but Guam is the only place where they've incorporated a physical fitness component to it. Right. And this is primarily because of what you're saying about Donna and Jude and the importance of pushing prevention and living a healthy lifestyle.
So tell us about the proceeds of this event. What will it go to? Who and what kind of causes it will help, or programs it will help?
So the proceeds from this will go towards Kids for the Cure. It's a cancer education program for 3rd through 5th grade students. We've had over 6,000 student participants so far, and we hope to complete our rotation to all the GDOE schools this school year. We have 5 more schools to visit, so we hope to complete that.
Maybe we can do an update on
my
story,
that would
right?
be great.
Because I remember we did do some interviews regarding that program.
You met some of the children at Steamboat Elementary, I believe.
Elementary, yes.
So all the proceeds from this run go towards that program.
I see. And how is it coming along, by the way? I think it's been almost a year since I last had that Kids for the Cure on our show. How is it coming along so far?
It's going great. Like I mentioned, we just completed this past school year our 20th school. We have 5 more schools to go, and then we would have visited every GDOE elementary school here on island.
And I understand you guys were also trying to expand it, right, to different school levels?
Well, we do have Guam Cancer Care. We also have a high school program,
right?
Which we have EFIT Echo, and then the plan now is to start in the middle school level too.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes. So for this 5K, can you tell us where registrants can go if they want to participate? Where can they pick up, registration forms?
Well, they can actually register Guam Cancer Care, DNA Evolution, Run Guam, Hornet Sports, or online at eventbrite.com. Okay. We're doing something a little different this year. The theme for this year is, who do you run for? We're getting people the chance to dedicate their run to a loved one they may have lost, or a cancer warrior or survivor. So we're giving people the opportunity to pick up their shirts, their ditty bags, and their giveaways prior to the race day.
Oh, okay.
So that
they
can
beforehand.
wear their shirts. Yes, they can wear their shirts at the race.
And is there, when you say that they can dedicate it, is there a way for them to kind of showcase who they're dedicating it to? Maybe a tag or?
Yes, we actually designed the shirt in the back side of the shirt for people to personalize it.
Oh,
and I
wonderful.
run for, and just give people an opportunity, because that was really inspired by the people we meet in the streets every day, and who've been affected by cancer. For all of us at Guam Cancer Care, whether we're working or even on a personal level, once people say, where do you work at? Once we say Guam Cancer Care, it's always they've been affected. So it's really our chance to give the community the opportunity to dedicate that.
So they can actually write on the back of the shirt who they run for. Yes. But also, I know that there are many people who have been affected by cancer, right, and have been touched, by it. But there may also be someone who doesn't have, who's never been affected by it. They can just simply write whoever they want. Doesn't have to be anybody who's had cancer.
Yes.
Or, they can run for mom just because they love mom so much.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
And that's our way of kind of bringing the community together for this event. Everything we do, Guam Cancer Care, is always for our community members, whether it's our patient services, our screening, our outreach, or our education. So this is kind of a great event to kind of get everybody together to join our fight against cancer and dedicate it to, someone who may be battling the disease.
Okay, all right. Well, Karina, thank you so much for joining us again and talking about this 5K event. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about where you can go to register and all the events that are coming up in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you again for tuning in to another episode of My Story. We'd like to once again thank Guam Cancer Care for all their efforts in fighting cancer in our community. Don't forget, women, if you're 40 years or older, get your mammogram done, and you may just win a free flight courtesy of United Airlines. On October 1st, show your support for the Get Your Pink On wave happening at the ITC intersection, and get your 5K run on for Strides for the Cure on October 6th. We hope to see you at all these fun events. From all of us here at My Story, good night and adios.